keeps speaking about a holistic approach to treating it. Many people have suggested the idea of mindfulness. Now, what does that mean?
That's an interesting question, because mindfulness is very much on the agenda generally, I think, in society, as well as the agenda of health professionals like myself. So what is mindfulness? Well, in Western society we became aware of it mainly through the work of a man by the name of Jon Kabat-Zinn. And he said that mindfulness was paying attention in a particular way, in the present moment, on purpose, and non-judgmentally. And that's pretty much a definition that I've just given you. Where does it come from? Well, mindfulness comes originally from Eastern psychology and Eastern philosophy, and it goes back to 2,500 years ago, when Buddhist practices were first speaking about mindfulness and utilizing mindfulness techniques in order to focus on the present moment. Subsequent to the work of Jon Kabat-Zinn and his application of mindfulness techniques, and many of them are about meditation. In fact, they're focused on meditative practices. Subsequent to his work, and really arising within the field of cognitive behavioral psychology, so that's the kind of Western component of it as opposed to its Eastern origins, arising within the field of cognitive behavioral therapy have been applications of mindfulness that go under the names of mindfulness-based stress release. That's very much Jon Kabat-Zinn's approach, or mindfulness-based cognitive therapy. And I mentioned holistic because we know that patients with tinnitus respond to a combination of interventions, shall we say, and mindfulness practices are being utilized by more and more clinicians, whether they be psychologists, audiologists. Obviously, audiologists are not psychologists, and so we're not trained to be cognitive behavioral therapists, but there are techniques available that we may use to help manage the patients who come to us. So mindfulness is, I think, really a quality of human consciousness, in that we all have that capacity to pay attention, to be focused on the present moment, and to really care about ourselves and not to judge those thoughts that we might have about something that is disturbing and that is distressing. And that's really how we apply mindfulness techniques, or mindfulness as an approach for people with tinnitus. We want to help them to separate their feelings and their thoughts from this experience that they have, that they've got a noise running in their head pretty well all of the time.